Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live. What's going on, boys?
Kyle just smiled at the camera like a news anchor. Before we start, you know how news anchors say.
I smile like a news anchor every
He said, "Hey, we're gonna send it over to you, John." They're like,
He's waiting for the countdown. Yeah, the weather over here is fantastic. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live, where we like to talk about games. We have a lot to talk about. I'm going to be in and out of the show at the beginning. I got to handle some PCG business. But right now we have board game night going on here at PCG. There is 0 people here besides Ira, who's got a bunch of pop figures, comic book figures. So if you are local and like comic books, please come down and check it out. Also, if you like board games, it is $5, and we have some fantastic fantastic games here.
fantastic.
Yeah, boy, that's how we do it. So I'm going to turn us up in the mics here a little bit because it seems like we're kind of low. All right, there we go. So before I do go, I just wanted to put this out here. I still didn't finish watching all of the show last week, but I think it was a fantastic show. I did enjoy it. There's a lot of that I disagree with, but
that's what me and Kyle are waiting for,
hey,
man.
I wonder which one.
So I didn't get to watch the Sony conference yet. I was still finishing up on Sunday stuff that you guys had. So, but I was watching it on my way home from here because I was by myself, and I have my little cell phone holder, and I had it up there. I was like, this is awesome. Like, I've never watched, like, I watch our own shows, but like, what's going on, D928?
What's up, fam?
Yeah, I mean, I watch it, but I don't watch it to critique because, like, I already know what we talked about most of the time. Yeah. So this time, like, I'm watching it because I don't know what you guys were talking about. So it was exciting. It was exciting to watch you guys. So it was a good show. It was a good show. You guys kept the flow going and everything else. So not that you guys don't. I mean, we do it together. So, but it was fantastic. So good job. Golf clap.
Wait.
You only get a golf clap for that?
Golf clap. Golf clap.
That means there's room for improvement.
Yeah, you get a golf clap because of some of the things you said.
I want to see Vince take with it. We'll see if we can squeeze you in here and there, Vin, on some of the stuff.
So my question is, were there pixie sticks in the room when you guys were doing the show? Because you guys must have been snorting pixie sticks to have some of the opinions that you guys had. No,
did we, Kyle?
I mean,
I'm only kidding.
Did we, Kyle?
I go to the spot that I have to deliver packages that has a lot of incense. So I may have still been high from that place.
It could have been, and I could have got secondhand from you.
I'm trying to see if I can get you turned up a little bit, Kyle. Let me see here. What is not turned up?
Hey, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Oh, maybe
I will take nothing back from what I said last
No,
Nothing.
so to speak on that, you're going to see me disappear from the camera, but I'm still talking. To speak on that, I got a bunch of people here. You guys continue talking. I'm going to go help this family out real quick. I'll be right back, boys.
As soon as he was about to say something, he's like,
Kyle,
oh, I got to bail.
Kyle, we're just waiting on his response, man. We can't respond without a response, man.
He got nothing.
Because I know I wasn't high that day. So we'll see what Vin's talking about.
Sober. Man, let me tell you something.
He said I was sober.
I'm so sober that, like, I'm just like what I am right now, which is fasting for 12 hours because I got to do blood work.
Oh, I hate that crap. I had a sleep apnea test yesterday. You know how those go when they put 900 stickers on you and all this stuff. What's up, Duo? I see you on there.
Oh, hey, Marley.
Yeah, I had to do the sleep apnea test, and I felt like the thing weird is when you're a gamer, I don't know if this happens with you, Kyle, but like, so for instance, I had to get a spinal tap like when I was 13, epidural, which females usually get when they're having a baby. I had to get one because they thought I had, I used to get bad migraines, so they thought I had, what's the word? It begins with an M, I can't think of meningitis. They thought I had it. So they tested me, and you know what actually got me through it? This is crazy. While they were doing it and they were holding my hand and stuff, I really started thinking, like, this is what Wolverine had to go through. Like, at the age of 12, 13, you're not really thinking, like, you know, you still got that animation mind or that, like, how can I say that, imagination. So I'm sitting here like, let me just act like I'm getting some adamantium put into me right now. And I'm just sitting and I toughened up and I was able to do it. Because before I thought that way, I could not do it. So I'm like, nah, that's just how it is, man.
Nah. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, I had good news. I when I went to the doctor the other day, speaking of blood work, apparently since last year, I'm down another 10 pounds.
Nice, bro. Nice.
But still a lot more work to do.
Oh, I got a lot. Trust me.
A lot more work to do.
Kyle, when you go to Six Flags and you find out you can no longer get on the Superman ride, that's a problem. Like, I was hurt, man. Like, I was like,
I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't care about the Superman ride. I will never ride that thing. You want to know something? If I'm still too big for that ride, fine by me.
I get on it every year, man. Like, I mean, I'm a huge ride guy, so, like, I love rides. But, yeah, I can't get on the Superman ride no more, bro. And I'm just like, I really reached that weight capacity now. I really got to the point where the belt doesn't go all the way down. I was like, I got work to do, man. And the hard part is when you love food, you love food. Like, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
So it's hard, man. But
Being
I'm trying.
Italian, trust me.
I'm trying. I'm like you, Kyle. I'm like you, man. I'm on the water. Exactly.
Now it's empty. But it's just ice cubes.
Yeah, but anyways, on that note, I can't wait to hear what Van got to say because I don't take – after rewatching and listening – I didn't rewatch the show. After the first time we talked about it and then thinking about what we did the second time, I'm just like – I'm even more certain now. Like I said, I can't keep watching it because I start thinking even deeper, and I start saying maybe I should give more of a lower score. Like, that's how I think. I didn't really feel that way this time. I felt like it was good where it was at. The second time around, I feel like exactly the scores we gave were what I'm going to stick by. There's nothing anyone can tell me. I want to see what Van says because that's the thing good about us three. We may say things I convince the other a little bit, but not to the point where I'm going to go from a C- to a B+ or A. Just because, like, I think we've
gotten to the point where we've watched it enough where it's like, yeah, we're pretty confident on what our grades are.
Oh yeah.
As far as all the conferences.
I stand by it.
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely.
So.
Except I still disagree with your F for Square Enix. It's only a D.
Listen, man. We're not gonna talk about Square. I'm gonna wait for Van because I know he's gonna come in and talk.
I only don't give it an F because literally, like, to me, an F is everything was bad. Like, every single thing was bad.
But Kyle, everything was bad.
Nah.
You know what made it, Kyle? This is what made it the worst. When they showed Kingdom Hearts trailer, if they showed the one that Sony has showed, I would have said, okay, that's a point because it's a different trailer. But to take the same one that Microsoft did and put it in, I was just like, this can't be happening right now, Square. Then the no Final Fantasy VII. Then no Marvel. And then the little DLC they are having for thing. When I found out the details behind the Monster Hunter and the Final Fantasy thing, you have to pay for Final Fantasy to even play that game.
Yes.
And then to get a monster, the monsters only come every 3 months. They're releasing one big monster. So after you beat that monster, what are you supposed to do?
Stupid.
What are you going to do for 3 months after you beat the monster?
You hang out, do some other adventures, I guess.
It was just... Square Enix got me the most mad out of all of them. Square Enix and EA pissed me off, but Square was by far, not just this year's work, it was the worst conference I've ever seen. Square's was.
It's up there.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
One of mine, for sure.
But I wanted to ask you, Kyle, how do you feel about the news that Google is coming out with a console? Google's said they want, and they specifically said a console to compete with PlayStation 5 and Xbox One. How do you feel about that? Because you were giving me a little bit about you were giving me a little
Google. Bit. So, like I said to you right before the show, it's not going to be easy for them to make a system at this point, this late in the game, to really compete with Xbox and PlayStation. Mm-hmm. Don't even compete with Nintendo. Nintendo's absolutely crushing it right now. And stuff. So it's like, I mean, if you want to compete as far as just power-wise, again, good luck. You're going up against Sony and Microsoft.
I don't see it, Kyle. Like, we talked about I don't know the guy's name, and I could pull it up if I want to, but I really don't want to. But the guy that they hired for the games in with Google, like, we had speculated when that rumor came up. Like, I remember I said, because Van was like, it's just for more games on, like, Google Play and stuff. And I said, Van, what if it's a console? And come to find out, they are working on a console. So, like you said, where are you going to get developers from? Where are you going to get new ideas, new IPs? What are you going to do? Like, even when Xbox came out, against the PlayStation and Nintendo back then, it only got as big as it did because it got that one big game that everyone needed, and it was different. It was Halo. What can you do now that can, you know what I mean? Like, what can Google do? I don't care about Subway Surfer. Like, what can Google do that's going to make me say, oh, wow. And I don't want it to be a Steam system, like you said, Kyle. I don't want a Steam system.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because, like, everybody, just remember, when Valve announced the Steam box, they were all hyping it up. Everybody was like, oh, my God, this thing's going to be awesome. You can play your Steam games on it. This thing is going to be amazing, blah, blah, blah. Comes out, did exactly what I thought it would do.
The Ouya did that too, Kyle. Remember that one?
It plummeted. It did horrendous. Because it was so expensive, too, to buy it.
Yeah,
It was, like, stupidly expensive when it came out. And then the controller, I remember the controller, the thing looked like absolute garbage. If I'm thinking correctly, it kind of looked like what an NES Max controller looked like.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, and I was just like,
It's you remember the Ouya, Kyle?
Well, I'll say it like this: no, but no meaning no, because did it actually come out and do anything? No,
Kyle,
we did nothing.
Kyle, we live in a generation now, right? When anything new comes out, this is phones, this is games, anything. If right now they announce, because everyone knows the two top phones are either you go with Galaxy or you go with the iPhone. That's the world's opinion.
Yeah.
If right now they announced a new phone that's supposed to compete with them and it's supposed to be on the same level, people get it because they want something new. They want to be able to say, hey, I invested in that, now I'm a part of the new brand. So no matter what you do, no matter what games you come out, you got to think about it. Atari box is rumored to come out. Everyone's been saying Dreamcast 2 for years. Kyle, how long have you been hearing about a Dreamcast?
Dang.
It's just like, it's not happening. And if it does happen, good luck. D9 on here says, good luck, Google. I know they will install the Android OS in the console, which gives the players the ability to install Android apps into the console. Yes, you can do that, but
That's all right. So here's my response to that. That's great. That's awesome. By the way, Dwally, I like the no meaning to the Indian Ocean. The Ouya is not. You don't throw it in the Indian Ocean. You just throw it in the atmosphere, so it's burnt up.
like this.
Yeah, so just throw it up. I'll find Goku so he can throw it in space and just burn it up. You know? But that's wonderful. You can download Google apps on it. That's great. But we're gamers. See, and a lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
We're gamers. I can download YouTube and all this other stuff on my Xbox or my PlayStation. Or I can watch it on my laptop or my new big beast that's sitting right here that I have to hook up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like, I could do all of that with every single thing.
I agree.
I don't care because it comes down to games.
Yeah. Could it do something? I mean, some cell phone games are big. Some people love cell phone games. But to me, if you love a cell phone game, you love it because it's on the cell phone. You don't love it because you're playing it on a console. You love it because you can bring it where you go. You're just adding a burden onto you. So all them games you play on your cell phone, they're no longer on the go. They're now restricted to you playing on your TV. I mean, if you can play on TV like the Switch and switch it to your phone and stuff, I get it. But to me, it's just like it's a cell phone game at the end of the day. And you know they're going to charge up the butt. It's Google. You know they're going to say, hey, the new Google system on Google X is going to cost you $400. What, to play cell phone games? Nah.
So here's the other thing, too. I could see Google trying to make a system that's kind of like the Switch, where it's like you can play it. This would be kind of stupid, though. You can play it on a console at home, and that's cool and stuff. Like, you can play. All right, so here's an example. You can play Fortnite on the go on your console, on your TV with your Google, whatever it's called. Google Home thing, whatever.
Google Homer.
Google Homer. We'll call it Google Homer. Homer Simpson. Google Homer Simpson. And so you can play it on here, but then say you're like, oh, well, you know, I got save data on this system right here. Can I transfer it over to my, you know, phone? Yeah, you can. So you can utilize your phone and stuff like that. Google Chrome X.
That's what I said. Google Chrome X. I just hope it's. I don't know what in the world happened. Got to get my boy Kyle back on here. Give me like 2 minutes. See what the heck happened. Hey, man, it disconnected for some reason. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Hey, can you still see me, though? Like, am I still on here? Just write real quick yes or no. Because I don't know what happened. Oh, I'm still live. I'm trying to re-invite you, Kyle. I don't know how to do that on this thing. I don't know if I have to stop it and then re-invite you and add you. I told Vin to come by. Hold up. Minor hiccup, you guys. You figuring it out.